Oh, hello! Yes, I'm back. It's me. It's the number one. I have to pick up a little bit. Reverb. Happens, I think, when I get too close and too happy. And I'm sporting my Southern Pro Lucha Libre shirt. Not Splee, you drunk, blonde-haired hooker whore bimbo. Wow. I'm just upset because I spent 40 minutes in a freaking parking lot. Because I'm going to be a little bit distracted because I have so many videos to show you guys. I am, in fact, uploading some of my videos now because I just went, and I do want to see how this turns out. I just went to AEW. Fyter Fest. There we go, at the Daytona Ocean Center. So you're going on the wall of wrestling back there. So I think I have a whole bunch of notes to tell you guys about it. I think unless AEW makes a consistent round to Daytona Beach, and that might be my volume. Oh, that's why. There we go. The logistics, and let me talk a little bit about the logistics first. Only because that was kind of one whole issue that is going to plague, well, me, but more so you, with me posting videos for you guys. Because the logistics of it is god awful. Let's see here. So, yeah, there we go. That's going to be kind of slow. So the Fyter Fest took place here in Daytona Beach. How do I say this nicely? Problem numero uno. They had a horrific parking situation. I don't know who does the logistics of it, but I had to walk, I think, about 3 city blocks to another more expensive parking lot just to put the truck so I could watch AEW. So I'm lucky I left an hour early because it literally took me, I think, 20 minutes to find a parking spot. I got lucky, too, because if I would have left any later, not only one, wouldn't I have had a parking spot, but two, I would not have seen the opening matches because they actually stopped letting people inside the building about 10 minutes after I got in. Only because there was no way to funnel people in, which is not necessarily a good thing. Oh, wow, that's a long video. So they really need to work. I actually had my Hobo luck today. So I have to give myself some credit for that. I got my little snack, so I didn't have to buy. I think if you wanted a mixed cocktail, it's like $11. See how much this mixed drink cost me? This mixed drink probably would overall cost me $2.10, only because I bought the bottle of Kettle One, which was less than $20. Cherry Cola was $1, say. And I'll get at least 10 drinks out of it. Because this is just my first one. Yum. So if I have 10 of them, that's like $2.10 a drink. Wow, 11 times 10. You could potentially spend like hundreds of dollars on drinks alone. Wow. It's mind blown, folks. I do apologize. I'm kind of doing like a couple things at once. So, first of all, if Jennifer was there, she was the lovely, charming woman I met at NXT, well, not Takeover, but NXT here in Daytona Beach. She said she was going there. She said she bought her ticket well in advance. If she did, I couldn't see her there, but it's a full it wasn't a full arena. I'll get into that next. I'll get into that in a little bit. But Jen, if you brave that, this Mundo Madness goes out to you. Because that was rough. Um, Again, we were supposed to have a friendo meetup. I wouldn't have known where to meet people because that, again, the logistics of it. I'll get into the show, which has good points, great points, and meh points. That's entirely different, though. The logistics was just, to me, infuriating because that should really never happen. Because one, you're going to turn off the casual Daytona fan. I feel bad. I think it was oh, I forget her name, but at the Friendoverse, if she was driving all the way up from Orlando to see this show, Orlando or Tampa, somewhere out west of Daytona Beach, and I sit through that traffic to get here, try to find a parking space, pay for said parking space, be stuck outside venue, sit through actually a pretty decently long show. It was about 4 hours long. I was kind of shocked at that. Which is about right for what it should be. Although it'll be interesting to know if we saw some of the dark matches. Because if they had 3 dark matches, that seems like a lot. Especially if I know they were going to play it for free on Twitch. So again, it all depends on what you're capable of doing, I guess. Go to number 15. It's a fairly quick one. But I wouldn't even know where I wouldn't know where to find them. All I know is that to quote a old wise Jedi, I should find that picture too. I will find that picture. You'll never find a more nerdy hive of geeks and virgins than you will there. Because I think partially because they had the gaming show in with it, and people were kind of leaving, and like you could play video games and stuff, like, but you had to have like a special pass for that. But just I don't know. They have to organize it a lot better because they probably took up a lot of the parking spaces, which is not good. Although I would like to thank that one wrestling fan who too sweeted me, too sweet. This Ergotel shout out goes out to you. And I know I didn't get a picture of this, and I probably should have. Let's see, 16. Is that my seat, which was $22. I think that and like $4. I did pay a little more because I did go through Ticketmaster, and Ticketmaster has its fees. But I wanted to get a ticket because, again, the logistics of what the Ocean Center does is, for the most part, asinine and backwards. The fact that they didn't have ticket sales today, or they did have ticket sales, there were still seats available. But I'll get into that. Well, I'm going to get into that next, I think. But the fact that they didn't sell them in advance kind of irked me a lot. So my seat was literally one row from the back of the building. I sat in section Q. The seats weren't bad though. I'll tell you what, AEW did take a page out of Triple Tarp's book. Oh, I mean Triple H book, in the fact that they actually did tarp over sections, mainly behind the hard cam, which I don't understand why. You should at least have the wrestlers talk to people instead of a camera. To me, that makes more sense. I'll have to discuss that with others I know, but who know much more about that than I do. Oh, that was a quick video. My computer going a lot quicker. Because I'm getting all this stuff done in advance, logging through, because I haven't eaten yet either. And right now I also have an experiment going on in the house, because the truck said it was 75 outside. Inside the house it said it was 84. So I want to see if I leave the fans on and windows open. Again, the cool air, the freaking rain goes in all kinds of cold weather. Always a good sign. So I'm trying to see if it's cooler to turn the air on or just leave windows open and just fans on. So we shall see. But they did tarp over sections. Yeah. Which means they didn't sell out the building. And if you're not going to sell out the Daytona 1 Center, granted, a lot of people were standing on the floor. Why they do that, I have no idea. But if you can't sell at the Daytona 1 Center, granted it's Daytona Beach, but still, they're not really going to be able to compete with WWE that much. Probably more so their competition will be Ring of Honor, Impact, and to some degree New Japan. Again, New Japan's across the ocean, not across the pond, because they're across the Pacific. So it's just one of those things. I really can't see them competing with New Japan all so much. More so locally Ring of Honor, which is even in less households than Impact Wrestling. I don't think I've seen a Ring of Honor show in a long time. I don't think it's been on TV. Jeez, for a long time. But I have not been keeping up with it. So, sure, the lighting was okay. Where I was sitting, granted, I was rows, like one row from the back. So, the light was okay. I mean, I could see in front of me. I could see the ring. I actually had a pretty good view of the ring, so I can't complain about that. They didn't seem super small like ants. It's not like I was in a nosebleed section. I was in the Hobo section. So it wasn't that bad. Just trying to write stuff down. So if I sound confused and go, who? What's that I wrote down? There are reasons why. Because it was very hard to write without the use of my cell phone for a light source. And I think it was a weird crowd. Part of it seemed to be the Daytona Beach curse, where you get the casual fan saying, oh, something's going on. We'll go see that. And the only reason I say that is because the woman who sat next to me was an ice cold woman. And I mean, she could have said anything just to make conversation. She was more interested in what was on her cell phone. People behind me, they had a screaming baby. Brings a baby to a wrestling match, especially an AEW match. Wow. They had a screaming baby. There wasn't really the problem of people standing up, so that's always a positive. Mainly because you're up so high and people do stand up. It's not like you're going to see anyone. Ooh, that might be the freaking 10-minute one. So it's just a weird crowd. If you like, people came in their own little groups and cliques. I was there by myself, repping my Poor Southern Pro Lucha Libre shirt. Unlike that drunken, bar hopping, flatulent floozy I saw. It's not Splee, it's SPLL. Southern Pro Lucha Libre. No one then asked me about that. But there were wrestling shirts from like all over the place. Beyond Wrestling was there, or I Believe in Wrestling was there. Again, All Elite. You had Moxley shirts, NWO shirts. It's a whole crowd. As long as you're wearing something wrestling, no one really kind of cares. So, with all that being said, that was kind of the overall logistics. So the impression number one, they're set up for TV though. I'll give them that. They're all set up for TV production. They had the cameras, and they had indoor pyro. Fireworks. 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 Yes! Yes, I love me some fireworks. Especially indoor fireworks. Kablooey! Oh, yes. I was so stoked about that. So that was awesome. I don't think we get until like the real TV part, because I think there were like the 3 dark matches, which seems excessive. Everything else is free though for people, so I mean that just means we got much more of a treat though. The first match was a triple threat tag team match, and they're really going to work on the tag team division, because I'll tell you what, their tag team division is freaking loaded. I mean, that's good. That's going to be some good stuff. So we had SoCal Uncensored versus the Best Friends versus Private Party. And I think in the video they come out to a different order, but that's fine. I'll tell you what, their Titantron's amazing though. With my camera, it's nice, clear, and crisp. It's really hard to complain about anything production-wise. I mean, they're going to be all set for that. That being said, this was actually a really fun match. And I'm going to kind of go through this and I'll start uploading some more videos. The Best Friends are really cool. They, of course, eventually hug it out, and I'll get to that. It was the thing I liked about this match. It was a good opening match because it was fast-paced. The wrestlers doing their double teamwork left and right forever, so that's really good to see. Again, there were huge chants. SoCal Uncensored's over like anything. I mean, the Best Friends are awesome. Again, there were just a whole bunch of double team moves. Eventually, it did become Spot Fest City. mean, Private Party, they're really over though. Then of course there's always a Brawl in the Ring, and there was a lot of outside stuff, and it was fun. Oh, the other thing I have to say, there was actually zero security, although my phone did run low on, actually ran out of battery power, and I think I still had old wrestling matches on my card. So the only thing that would have prevented me from really recording the whole show was one, memory card size. Well, three things: one, memory card size; two, battery life; and three, the ethics of it. I think I do show every wrestler's, for the most part, full entrance. And because I know one person has asked if you would like a specific wrestler's entrance because you like their theme music, just send me a comment and I'll be keeping this for a while. Because I think I still have more than a half of the space on. I'm going to start deleting some old files probably tomorrow. So I'll have even more space open up. NXT is not coming, well, probably the next live show I go to is in the middle of July. I'll get to that later. So again, if you would like to have any specific wrestler's entrance, you can, one, either comment me that you would like Private Party's entrance, or you can email me at hoboandgirlfriend@gmail.com that you would like said wrestlers entrance. Give me a day or two, maybe 3 or 4 days if you email me. I don't check my email that frequently, but I'll be happy to send it to you via email. Again, just send me a comment and say, you know what? You mind if I get Private Party's entrance music? I'll be like, send me your email. Or if you say, you know what? Here's my email. Can you send me Allie's entrance? I like your music. Give me a day or two. Again, maybe 3 or 4 days with Gmail, and I'll definitely send it to you. So, but I mean, with all that said, I mean, there was a lot of. I still can't complain about the price of the ticket. There was some 450 moonsault thing which looked amazing. So the 450 spot, again, just like I said, was amazing. That had me utterly shocked. Again, it was a spot fest. The thing I don't think I liked about it is they all seem to be signature moves because everyone kicked out of, I guess, their finisher, except for that Super Dude Buster by Best Friends, because the Best Friends win this match, and actually it was really fun. It's a surf and turf match. And with this, it was actually a promo. By the Super Smash Bros. I forget what they're called now. But then they did their thing. The lights went out. Ooh, spooky. Got all surrounded by minions or dark hearts or black hearts, whatever they're called.
You got this, best friend!
So Trent Beretta and Chucky T, they just kind of face off back to back. Lights go out again. Ooh, super spooky. They all disappear. Leave. So no more black hearts. But again, this teases stuff. I'll tell you what, it's a good tease too. I'd love to see Super Smash Brothers. I mean, I remember Player Uno versus Delirious. That was fun.
Well, I was promised a private jet, but I got it done. Middle seat. We were promised villas, but we got tents.
No, you don't understand. Like, the actual tents from the documentary.
We were also promised gourmet food,
Cheese sandwich.
like organic salmon.
Cheese sandwich.
Cheese sandwiches.
This was supposed to be a pool party.
It's a freaking kid pool. Sucks. It's really sucks.
Good news is, I have the seamstresses on 3. Your sets of gear, we're gonna rock this house. Yeah, you guys are gonna love it. Everyone's gonna love it. You guys are gonna look good. You guys are gonna be better than we had before, okay? This is all good.
You made it.
Yes, I cleared the budget for it. It's okay. Yes. Okay, so it's gonna be good. Listen, it's work.
We can do it.
We got this. Spider Fest. Spider Fest.
Kenny came through on the gear. It's awesome. You guys are gonna love this. But in doing so, he blew half the budget. So we actually can't afford half those beautiful models down there.
And then we get into our next match. And as I said, that was a surf and turf match. And they kind of threw a curve because according to the predictions, and this is why I didn't do predictions, because I'm like, nah, this is way too smooth here. It was Ali versus Leva Bates.
Thank you. Good to see you.
and I get that, I understand that. But there's so much more in the world, just at your fingertips, with a book.
I think it was supposed to be Kylie Ray. I don't know what happened with that. But instead, Allie's there. That's pretty fun, though. Cheerleader Allie. Bunny Allie. Bunny Alley is the best part of the Demon Bunny. I will say this. I was kind of mixed. And I had mixed feelings about this match. Only because for some woman who shall stay nameless, i.e. ex-girlfriend, I got her both a Cheerleader Alley cherry bomb shirt for Christmas, and I think for her birthday, I got her the Leva Bates blue pants shirt, which had a really cool design. The cherry bomb shirt just had cherry bomb and 2 cherries on it. That was cool. Leva Bates shirt, it was kind of like the old-fashioned OP style shirt where it just had like the stripes. It was broken up by a girl sticking her tongue out, wearing headphones, and then it said Leva Bates, and then just continued in stripes. So it was really cool. I came home from work one day, went to Facebook, and I saw that someone put them on Facebook yard sale, whatever it's called. Ladies, just a word of advice. Don't sell your guy's stuff that he gives you. I mean, especially on Facebook, honestly, just give it away anonymously. If it's a t-shirt, you can always wear a t-shirt. Just wear it as an undershirt. I still have a shirt that she gave me. I wear it to the gym. I don't care. To me, it's a free t-shirt. And heaven knows I abuse my t-shirts enough. So it's just one of those things. I mean, just don't let them know, oh, I'm selling all this nice stuff that you bought me, and it cost me a tiny pile of money. And then you sell it for even less. I'm like, well, at least make money off of it. But that's a whole other issue, I guess. It's one of my private freaking issues that I deal with sometimes. So I had mixed feelings about this match. Again, it was kind of personal. There was no Kyler Ray there. It was an okay bout, and I think this kind of went through the same thing that I know one other match did, where it was really slow and plodding. And it seemed like the wrestlers were just getting used to wrestling each other. Because it was okay. I mean, nothing great. It was just very slow, plodding. Not a lot of action. I mean, the whole crowd found stuff to do other than that match. It did have some high points, and ended with like a Van Damme with a book. Allie picked up the win, so Allie's going to be going in strokes. I know up in Jacksonville she's going to face Brandy Rhodes. I guess unless they change that card too. I'll talk more about Brandy later. But Brandy Rhodes, you get the double thumbs up from this guy. Cody Rhodes, you are a lucky, very happy man. But for the most part, the Allie versus Leva Bates, it was okay. A ham sandwich, though. That's going to be weird because I got my spots. It's here. Well, in the next match, probably because I'm doing 100 things at once. Figure it out. Don't worry about that, folks. Next match we have. Oh, that's right. I'm almost done. And those are quick because then those battery starts to go. We had Mike Nakazawa taking on Alex Jabali.
No, Mr. Cripple. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Cripple is not a good word to use in here. I'm in America. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Michael Nakazawa. Last year, you cheated to win. That's why CEO sucks. For the last show, I was in Las Vegas. Many people are talking about evil, which is greater than what you're doing here. But I have to give you a credit. You made a full recovery from your right leg injury. You made it. Congratulations.
You obviously haven't been doing your homework. It was my left leg.
Was it left? Was it left? Really? Thank you for the information.
Which almost sounds like jabroni. But Jabali, I guess, has been in training to become a wrestler and got involved in this hardcore match. Because again, this carried on a little bit from what happened last year, because Jabali is the person who runs CEO. So it was a good. This was actually pretty fun. Oh wow! Actually wrote that down. Wow. Of course, Alex Jabali did the ultimate wrestling sin. He told him, "No, I didn't hurt my right leg. I hurt my left leg." Of course, Mike Nakagawa is going to kick him right in the left leg that he said was injured. There was some there were some funny spots. I'll tell you what, I am a sucker for a good hardcore comedy match. That's what this was. was a body oil segment. That was funny though. Then the headshots. I don't think it was a kendo stick. I want to say it was like a keyboard or some gaming console thing. I don't know. I saw a lot of people like literally bring their own equipment. I'm like, dude, listen. I have a freaking old PlayStation 3. I hate to say it, I'm just happy that it works. I can't complain about that. Again, that was kind of neat though that happened. Again, the headshots, those are so rare to see in WWE. I was stoked about that. Then, of course, Mike Nakazawa brought out his jockstrap, which, of course, leads to a ref bump. There's some other fight. He had a good-looking German suplex was in there somewhere. Again, I'm just a sucker for comic gimmick matches. Legos got involved. Who does not like seeing Legos get used in a wrestling match? That was really fun. I'll tell you what, I'm shocked I did this. You know what? It was a fun match. I enjoyed it. It was a pick-me-up from that Allie Leva Bates match. This is a surf and turf match. And then I'm surprised that ring crew is really good. Because they clean up that ring really quick with the Legos, the oil and stuff. So, I mean, I'll give props where props are due. They were very professional about what they did. I can't complain about that. Then they had the AEW promo. And I'll show parts of that. That was just fun. That was, again, it's hard to say anything bad about them just giving a promo, especially if I can record it. It came out pretty good. I do apologize. I'm like, only because of where I was sitting. Like the first, I think, 5 seconds was me kind of zooming in. And then the lights went out and they said, when the lights come back on, we will officially start Fyter Fest. I'm like, you had 3 matches already. As far as I know, this show's like a third done, and you're just starting it? I'm glad that my YouTube viewers will get to see the dark matches. And, of course, well, yeah, that's also a dark match, too. Oh, wow, I got this stuff done quick. Except for I still have 2 more to do. Oh, wow, I have to do this in 2 steps. Shoot, I forgot. Oh, no. No, I can do that, I think. Yeah, I'll try doing that in a little bit once I get this video done. I think I still have one more USB port I can use. And then I need the CD. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about logistics stuff. So then Fyter Fest officially gets underway. It starts off with Chris Daniels versus SEMA. This had a kind of classic start. There's good rope running. Again, there's a that was that one amazing submission, and the wrestling in this match, it's hard to argue with. It was good. Again, it was kind of slow paced. It very much had that Ring of Honor feel to it. Again, just pretty basic stuff they're going through. I mean, with this, it's really hard to complain about this match. And again, it really had the Ring of Honor feel to it. And SEMA won, which is good. Overall, it was they shook hands. It was a show of sportsmanship. Again, goes along with Ring of Honor. This was a good cheeseburger match. So, I mean, it's really hard to complain about stuff. I should actually load that stuff up now. Oh, I have to load that on. Yeah, I think I can do that. I'm going to get freaking creative tonight. So, again, that was a fun match. It's kind of hard to argue with it. I mean, a good cheeseburger match is a good cheeseburger match. Wrestling. Wrestle. Cheeseburger. And then the next match, it was a triple threat match. It was Rico versus Nyla Rose versus Yuki Sakazawa. And I do apologize in advance if I butchered, especially Sakazawa. Yeah, Nyla Rose versus Yuki Sakazawa. Rio's at least easy to say. It's only four letters. So that's not too bad. This was another kind of fun match. Oh, here this. I was shocked at that. Sarah, I already have you. So where's mine? There we go. Let's next cheeseburgers there. Wow. So I can get the rest of this video done and then start to try to figure out other stuff. But this match, it was good. Again, for a long time. Oh wait, let me show the entrances to these ladies. For probably the good start. Again, the two smaller Riho and Yuki. I'm not going to pronounce her whole name. They started, of course, double team the larger Nyla Rose, which makes sense. Then Nyla Rose would just go to destroy them individually, which makes sense. I mean, she did like a double splash and then double bridges by both Riho and Yuki. Good stuff. Then there was some flying by Riho. Oh, wow, can she go up that top rope? Yuki can fly as well. I'm not gonna... there was only one botch at this whole match, and it was kind of like a really weird, and the whole crowd started to chant Botcha Mania. So it did take it down a little bit. It wasn't too bad, though. It wasn't horrible. It's kind of obvious, because then they kind of like had to reset themselves. Oh, wow, I went through that much ice. I have to go check that thermostat once this gets to 20 minutes. And I have to reload, and I probably should start cooking too. So I'll be ready right before I start. I actually have to do that. God, so much stuff to do. I think it was Riho that started to do forearms. Did nothing to Nyla Rose. Again, too big of a heel. Again, just really the two of them tried to take her out, and then when she was eliminated, the two of them would wrestle each other. Kind of a classic match, what it should be. Riho picked up the pin, though. And shockingly, she pulled the Io Shirai. She told Yuki, I didn't need your help. Or at least that's kind of probably what she would have said if she spoke English. So again, that's a really good quality cheeseburger match. Then the sixth match of the evening. Wow, I'm gonna go. So I'll get through this. Oh, this was MJF. I'll let you see the whole thing. Versus Jungle Boy, who came into ring on top of the shoulders of Luchasaurus. And Jimmy Havoc versus Hangman Adam Page. I do apologize for that video being so long. Those entrances took forever. Mainly because MJF wanted to spew out everything. MJF, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Put the belt on him as a heel champion right freaking away. Because he was jawing at the crowd. He was funny. He's a good heel. Yeah, he's like, that's my line. Although there is only room for one. He said, yeah, that's me, baby. No, 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 no. There's only one. Adam Cole, baby. So again, there's no Adam Page, baby. It's Hangman Page. It's Adam Cole, baby. Boom. So I shouldn't do that because that's someone else, some other wrestler stuff. Again, it was a really fun start though. Jungle Boy, he does some weird flying flippy stuff. I don't even know what that. It was like a 450 flying knees to the face. NJF, oh, he's best heel. Then you have the Tower of Doom on MJF. A whole bunch of other spots. Just watch the video, folks. Then MJF. That's something. There was that amazing end sequence too, which was really good. I'll tell you what, only because it was a 4-man match and MJF really stole the show of it. This is still a good quality cheeseburger match. I forget the last time I ever said that about anything. And then we get into the 7th match of the evening. So here we have Darby Allin, the young upstart, versus Cody Rhodes.
But after I hand Cody his first loss in AEW, you'll have no excuse but to remember my name.
One thing I want to know, Randy Rhodes, how did they not come out? It was glorious and amazing. And wow, double-sided tape does work. Okay, you can just watch in the entrance. Cody Rhodes. So again, that was really fun. The problem that I had with this match is that the big thing was this was a slow plotting match. And I think I just got around doing any post production. Good. Well, I hope I didn't screw any of that other stuff up. In fact, I think I should just search for missing. No. Shoot. Oh, you can't be joking, right? Search. No, I don't want. Local hard drives, no. No, I know it's not going to be there. Specifically, yeah, that's going to be it. Ooh, there we go. Open. Shoot. Well, I should have done this first. Well, at least I know where to start. That's okay. Click that. More. Actually, so I know you're there. I just have to do a lot of stuff all over again because I thought I could be quick, but I'm not that quick. So that's okay though. The fact that I have everything else done, I can kind of live with myself. So, but oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I was so enthralled with this Cody Rhodes match that I don't know. It was just long, slow plotting. match. Really, it just seemed to be like a lot of rest holds. So Darby's pretty good. He can flip around a little bit. I mean, he hit La Magistra. I don't know. And Cody's smooch on Brandy was pretty good, though. But again, it's just... Oh, that reverse... like, backbreaker thing was pretty good, too. I mean, there were some highlights. Cody is heel, though? I don't know about that. Oh, I also had to refresh my and start cooking. Well, lemon, lime, and cherry. Cherry soda. Lemon, lime, vodka, and cherry soda actually go fairly decent together. Again, Darby eventually decides to target Cody's arm. Here was 1803. Start doing everything. That's okay. I was a big dumb dummy for trying it the other way. Should have done that first. But not too bright. Wow, it's going to be like 2 a.m. before I have dinner. This isn't bad because I had a big dinner yesterday with pizza and red wine. But the thing, though, again, there was a super reverse suplex. That was pretty good, too. The thing was, it went to a time limit draw. If it was action-packed, full of them doing stuff, I could see a time limit draw. But the fact... Oh, Cody did start to whip him with his belt, which I don't know why it wasn't a disqualification, although I guess because it was part of his ring gear. Yes, he can do that. So that's kind of weird. And yeah, he is the owner, so he can do what he wants. But I think the fact that it led to a time limit draw, it was... I mean, okay, it just seems long and plodding. And I understood it, though, because they do want to protect Darby Allin, who is a new AEW wrestler. I'll go with my original gut feeling and say, you know what? It was okay, only because the action did pick up at the end when they said, oh, there's 1 minute, there's 2 minutes left. Cody's like, I should do something. So, it's a cheeseburger match. And that's probably more going back to my nostalgia. Again, Cody Rhodes and the whole Rhodes family. So that was probably a big chunk of it. So it's kind of hard to complain about that. Then all of a sudden, who's this guy? People are going, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. There were 10 chants all over. In fact, I'll have to go over to good old Ann Larson. Did I put vodka in that? That just seems like cherry soda. No, there's a little hint of lemon lime in there. So Sean Spears shows up. Whacks Cody over the head with a chair. Obviously, someone's really disgruntled about being called up to AEW and not even getting a shot, like his former employer, maybe. And busts Cody open. So with that, that took a while. That was kind of like the intermission. I can deal with that, okay. Then for the 8th match, oh, I know a friend who's going to lose something when she either sees this or when I show her parts of it. Those Kenny Omega and the Bucks of Youth, the Young Bucks, versus the Lucha Brothers and the Laredo Kid. Who I am absolutely shocked at the fact that he was there. Just at the mere idea that I saw him on Friday night at Impact Wrestling. It stayed. Still, though, that was amazing, though. And just like you saw in that video, equally amazing was their ring gear. For Kenny dyed his hair red and was like a combination of Ken and Ryo from Street Fighter, because the Young Bucks dressed up like Ken and Ryo from Street Fighter. That's pretty cool. I mean, hey, the guy says, you know what, this is a gaming convention. I know Kenny is a big gaming fan. So he's probably like, yep, I'll dress up like someone. Oh, he dressed up like, shoot, I forget, but he had a big red mark on his back. If you know, again, feel free to leave a comment. But this was amazing, though. Cerro Miedo. I mean, they didn't start till it said round one, fight. So again, it sounded like a video game. It was awesome. And I didn't get that part because I didn't realize that they would do that. I mean, the rope running by all 6 of these individuals. The Young Bucks haven't lost a step. Kenny hasn't lost a step. Oh my God, Laredo Kid is amazing. And he was in there for a long time and took a big bunch of hurt too. So I was shocked at that. I mean, Laredo Kid was there because he was going to eat the pin, but still, it was so good. I mean, besides the fact there was a crying baby behind me. Gosh darn it, folks, don't bring freaking toddlers and infants to a freaking wrestling match. I mean, first of all, they're not going to appreciate it. Second of all, they just wind up crying after their freaking nap. But I mean, there were like super kicks all around, double moonsaults. and even a triple double Northern Lights. If that makes any sense, yes. And there were fireworks for the entrance. I mean, it was just so good, though. Cero Miedo. I mean, it really featured Laredo Kid Jr., which is what he deserves. I mean, the Elite, they fly off the ropes, Canadian Destroyers, Kenny with his Tiger suplexes, everyone! And even after that, they did a Haruken, and Kenny and the Young Punks went over. But that was a true flaming on match. And then and that was actually the main event. What happened? The ring announcer said, "No, we have one more match for you guys." So I don't know if the audience who was watching on Twitch, I guess, got to see any part of it. But then we had, and I do apologize, I have a whole bunch of messy videos. Joey Janela and versus John Moxley.
Participants first, from Asbury Park, New Jersey, weighing 202 pounds, it is the Battle
And oh wow, is Moxley ever in character now? I mean, this was a really fun match. It was an unsanctioned match, so kind of anything went, and it always leads And I mean, the fact that Moxley, I mean, he's just here, he's focused, he knows what he's doing. There's everything there. I mean, tables, ladders, chairs, barbed wire table, ladder, barbed wire wrap, chair. I mean, a double table spot. I mean, Joey Janela got his shoes taken off him, so he had to walk across thumbtacks in his bare feet. Thumbtacks were there. I mean, Moxley is so good when it comes to this. He tells such a good story in ring. The fact that this was billed as an unsanctioned match, it felt like an unsanctioned match. And I know the videos that I showed were really short because my battery was dying. So I can only show little snippets at a time, but I think I did good enough to get everything that I really needed in. At least told most of the story. But it leads me to wonder what could have been for the Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose match. Again, there was a whole AEW chance. John Moxley did go over. Again, he dropped him twice on the thumbtacks. Butt first, back first, and then hit the dirty deeds on top of the thumbtacks. Of course, that put away Joey Janela. Because John Moxley, he just wasn't satisfied with winning for this match. He wanted to... Oh, wait a second. I'm going to make my prediction. I don't need no jive talking turkey to tell me what kind of prediction I'm going to have. But since that's your job, and you're a jive talking turkey, Clubber Lang will give prediction. My prediction? Hey. So that was really good. And then, of course, John Moxley won. He starts to go up the ramp. Kenny Omega gets a measure of revenge on one John Moxley. And that was a really fun, if not long, AEW show. Again, the only real issues that I had with AEW was not so much the wrestling aspect. Oh, the John Moxley match. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. Also, a somewhere. Oh, there we go. That was a surf and turf match. One, it was an unsanctioned match, so you know there was going to be a whole bunch of weapons involved. But it wasn't a bloody gore fest of a John Moxley CZW death match. So that was good. I mean, the blood. Cody, I think, was the only one that bled. Joey Janela, I think, bled a little bit. I think really on his back and probably on his ass. Moxley a little bit from his back, but nothing too terrible, although we didn't see him after Kenny Omega took a trash can to his head. A single-use garbage can. So, but I mean, other than that, AEW, if they keep up the wrestling and the storytelling and get all their talent involved, it's going to be it's going to be good. The problem is going to come down to logistics because, yes, for a special event in Daytona Beach once a year, people will put up with waiting in a parking lot for 30 minutes to get out after a show. If that's going to be something that's going to be commonplace, and I know AEW really doesn't have much control over that, that's going to wear on wrestling fans because I know even at WWE events, at the venues, they get you in and out really quick. In fact, where I'm going to be working, they pride in people getting out of there in like 45 minutes. Where I'm kind of semi-working now is really amazing. But again, if it really makes me not want to go up to Jacksonville, only because that's a hour and a half drive, so it's 3 hours both ways, and then I have to find parking. I know it's in a theater too, which is a really weird seating arrangement. And two, they might not even have tickets available by the time I look again. So that might be a moot point. So I might catch the WWE house show where I know they're going to have tickets available still. So I might do that. And then, of course, whenever, I think in August, comes back in town, I'll go back to my NXT house show circuit thing. Again, because by then I should have hopefully the one job. You know, it will be a much more regular job. Cancel. So hopefully, add media. No. I just break my hands. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Let me get to some post-production work. And I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.